Congratulations, you followed the steps in our last video, you created your very first crypto wallet, and probably already bought a few cryptocurrencies. But then you're starting to pay attention, you heard about this new digital gold, or maybe the one token, and you decided, hey, I need to get me some of those. So you jump into Coinbase, and sadly you realize they're not available. What's going on here? Hey everyone, I'm Serenity, and I want to welcome you back to Down Home Crypto. Now in this episode of Zero to Hero, we're going to add one more tool to your arsenal for your crypto journey. That is a Defi Crypto Wallet. This is the type of wallet that you're going to need to participate within these DeFi projects. Now this is a non-custodial wallet, very different from Coinbase, which is custodial. If you don't know what that means, not a problem. Go back and check out this video right here. I break it down really simply. But essentially, this is going to open the door to opportunities within all these DeFi projects. And that is where the true innovation begins. So without further ado, let's go create our very first DeFi wallet on Metamask. Now I want to let you know, you can do this on a mobile device. I prefer a computer. I find it easier to operate, but it is available on both. But on the computer here, we're going to start off by going to metamask.io. Once we get here, all we have to do is click download for Windows because that's the operating system I'm using. As you can see, that's going to take me to the Chrome web store and it's going to allow me to add this to Chrome. And that's what I want to do, is just add it as an extension onto Chrome. Then it's going to give me a pop-up to make sure that that's really what I want to do and click yes, add extension. Now, once it's added that extension, it's going to take us to the Let's Get Started screen. But before we do that, I want to pin this extension so it's always accessible. So up in the top right corner, I'm going to click that little puzzle piece, go down, and I'll see MetaMask is there. If you click the little pin icon, that'll move it out from behind the puzzle piece, so it's always really easy to access. So now what I want to do is create a new wallet. So simply click Create New Wallet. Now it's going to ask if we want to help improve MetaMask. Personally, I'm going to say no thanks at this time. Now, when I click no thanks, it's going to take me to the create password screen. Now, this password has to be a minimum of 8 characters. I highly recommend use a unique password for this and never save this kind of information on your computer. That again is another vulnerability. Now, keep in mind, this is a non-custodial wallet, which means we will have the keys to the kingdom, which means we're also 100% accountable for whatever happens to this. So this is where safety practices really are critical, people. So please do not use just a standard password for everything that you've used. Never save it on your computer and never share it with anybody else, because if this is compromised, there is no recovery. Now, once we enter our password twice, check the box below that says, I understand that MetaMask cannot recover this password for me. Once again, they're warning us it is now in our control. And then click Create a New Wallet. Now, the next screen is going to talk about the security of our wallet. This is talking about that seed phrase or the secret recovery phrase they're going to give us. It's going to be a 12 random word generation, which is going to be the keys to this kingdom. So this is super, super critical. Never type this out on your computer. Never save it in one spot where it's easily accessible, and never, ever, ever share it with anybody out there. If anybody ever asks you for this recovery phrase, they're probably trying to scam you, so never share it with anybody. Now, once you've read through this and you've watched the video, click on the Secure My Wallet, which is recommended. Now, the next screen is going to tell us to write down our secret recovery phrase. Now, I do not recommend taking a screenshot. Do not pull out your phone and take a picture of this. Take the time, write it down on a piece of paper, and then store that somewhere safe. A vault, a safety deposit box, someplace only you have access to, because you never know what could happen in the future. So make sure it's safe, make sure it's secure, and sometimes even putting a couple different copies in a different place. Maybe one at a safe at home, one in a safety deposit box, maybe one in a sealed location off-site, just in case something, God forbid, happens, your house burns down or something. But the biggest thing here, be secure, be safe, and always have a backup plan. So once we're ready to proceed, click to reveal our secret phrase. Now, once we reveal these words, take the time, write them down. They have to be in a very specific order, and keep a close eye on the spelling. So some of these words can be very, very easy to confuse, whether it's there or there. It's a different spelling, even though it looks like the same word, but it will not let you access unless you get it exactly right. So be precise, be cautious, and take your time. Now, once you've written down those secret recovery phrase, go ahead and click Next. Now, this next screen is going to verify that you have the words written down and they're accurate. So it's going to leave a few of these spots blank. So fill in those blanks. Once you get that entered and you've verified everything is accurate, go ahead and click Confirm. Now it says wallet creation successful. Congratulations, you made your DeFi wallet. And once again, it gives you more warnings on being safe with your recovery phrase, your password, and some good safe practices. But that's just the start. Now we've got to fine tune our wallet and add the different blockchains to make sure we can interact with everything out there. Now, if you're enjoying this information and this is helping you grow, do me a favor. Go down there and click the like button, hit subscribe, and share this with somebody you know who would love to be on this journey with us, because this is where it's really getting exciting. So back to our wallet. Once we're totally done here, we just click got it, and we are set to go. Your MetaMask install is complete, and go ahead and click next. And then it tells us we can open our MetaMask by just clicking the fox head in the top right corner here. And we are done. Now it's going to open up our MetaMask and give us some safety alerts. So we can enable security alerts in case there's anything that looks shady or compromised from different IP address, things like that. It will alert us. So it's a great thing to have. So for me, I always say yes, please enable security alerts. Now, once we accept the security alerts, it's going to open up the settings, and it's going to ask us if we want to participate in some of the experimental aspects, such as automatically detecting our NFTs through OpenSea, or if we want to enable the OpenSea API. This is totally up to you. It does help in a lot of ways, and it is something that is moving forward. But be careful, be wise. I'm going to go ahead and say I'm going to pass for now. I'll look at my NFTs individually. Now, once we close the settings, it's going to open our wallet in a full screen display of our wallet on the Ethereum blockchain. But this is not how we're normally going to do it. So we're going to go ahead and close this tab out from here, which is going to take us back to the MetaMask IO website. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. When you're going through different websites or dApps, different locations, but you need to interact with your wallet, all you have to do is simply click the little fox head at the top corner, and that's going to open up a much more compact, easy to operate display setting so that you're not blocking your whole screen while you're doing these certain types of events. Now, one thing to be really super critical about is as long as my Chrome is still open, I will still be logged in. But if I totally close out of Chrome, and then I go to get back into Chrome, as you can see, if I click on the fox head, it's going to make me sign back in again with my password. So a great safety feature is whenever you walk away from your computer and you're not right there at the keyboard, always close Chrome, and that will automatically log you out of your MetaMask wallet so nobody can come in right behind you, immediately jump in your wallet, start doing anything nefarious. So safe practices all the way around are always important. So now that we've logged back into our MetaMask, what we have to do is add the layer 1 blockchains we want to operate on. Because if we go to the top here and we click the Ethereum mainnet and go down and look for any other networks, there's none there. Now, we've got to add all these layer 1 blockchains in which the environments we want to participate in. If you don't understand what all that means, no worries. Go back and check this video right above me. That's where we talk about layer 1 blockchains and all the different variations of that. Essentially, what I want to do is add the standards, the Binance, the Avalanche, and the Arbitrum. And they're really easy to do. In fact, MetaMask has made it so simple, it's simply a drop down and click. So let's start with Avalanche blockchain. So the first thing we got to do is just click Add Network. That's going to give us a whole list of networks we want. So we come down right here, and there we go, Avalanche Network C-Chain. Simply click Add, and it's going to populate all the information for that layer 1 blockchain. Now, since this is through MetaMask, I know the information's correct, so I'm going to go ahead and approve the addition of that blockchain. Now it's going to ask me if I want to switch to the Avalanche blockchain. And as soon as I click yes, as you can see, you have switched to Avalanche, gives you all the information, you say got it. Now, once again, this is going to open up that main screen, but that's not where we're going to operate. So if we are in our smaller, more condensed area, all we have to do to switch blockchains is simply click the drop down and switch between the two. And as you can see, it will continue to swap back and forth whichever blockchains we have. But now we want to also add the Binance Smart Chain. So let's go ahead and do that. Once again, we click the drop down, add network. Now we're going to go ahead and select BNB Smart Chain right there and click add. Automatically populates all the information for us. Simply click approve. From there, do we want to switch to it? No, we don't need to switch to that. We can stay on AVAX right now. That's fine. Because now what we want to do is add the Arbitrum network. Now, since this is on full screen, we can do it, of course, right here by adding network, or we can do it up through here and add the network this way. Either one is going to take us to the same place. So please understand there's a lot of great ways to interact with a MetaMask wallet. Understanding whatever website you're connected to, once you tell it to connect, it will have that operational function. So we'll just click Add Network. We're going to find Arbitrum 1 right there and click Add and approve. And there you go. Now we have the Arbitrum there. But this is where I want to really get your attention, because this is super, super critical, everybody. Please, please, once you start operating within these different layer 1 blockchains, understand you can have the same coin on 2 different blockchains. So sending them to the right place, doing the right actions is super, super critical. As you can see on our screen, we are on the Arbitrum 1 blockchain, but it's listing Ethereum. Very interesting, right? Putting it simply, that's because Arbitrum 1 was built on top of the Ethereum blockchain. So they're going to utilize the same native token for the gas fees, but Arbitrum 1 has a lot of great benefits above the Ethereum blockchain. So I'm going to stop us right here because we've gone through a lot of information. And as you've seen, the past videos and the past lessons are really coming into play here. So this might be a great time to go back and review those layer 1 blockchain videos, or gas fees, or dApps, because this is where all that information really becomes critical. And if you have any questions or anything that I haven't explained so far, please leave a comment down below or jump to the Discord. I got a link in the description down below. Hop in, ask me or any of the community members direct questions. We will get you handled. But on the next step of our journey, we're going to dive into adding those custom tokens like the Seagull token or the One token or Only Burns. This is where all that work is really going to come in fruition, pay off, and truly make us DeFi crypto investors. So I want to thank you very much for your time. And until next time, have a great night.